Hey, welcome to Dragon Age Inquisition. Let's get back into it. It's been a long time since I've played this, but I thought I'd go back to it. So, let's connect to some servers. Come on, let's connect. I want to connect. Continue. Hey, cards. They tell me things. Let's see if I can even remember how to play this game. I know. If I played it more often, I wouldn't forget. But Fallout, I play Fallout way more than I play this. So last time I had gathered a couple of companions, and I was set up to go meet another one. The hinterlands. Contact the Templars, or go to Redcliffe and make contact with the mages. Meet with Iron Bull. That's what I'm doing. I will travel to location. Traveling to location. Hey, cards. They tell me things. Will there be a cutscene? Let's find out. No, just a loading icon flashing away in the corner of the screen. Cutscene!
Worship. For what it's worth, welcome to the Storm Coast. I would have sent word sooner, but our efforts have been delayed.
How so?
I like this
There's
chick.
a group of bandits operating in the area. They know the terrain, and our small party has had trouble going up against them. Some of our soldiers went to speak with their leader. Haven't heard back, though.
I'll do what I can to find our people.
Thank you, Your Worship. That's a relief. The soldiers didn't have an exact location for the bandits, but they were starting their search farther down the beach. With all this fuss, we haven't been able to conduct a proper search for the wardens either. Well, good luck, and enjoy the sea air. I hear it's good for the soul.
Really? I like how I'm your worship now. What crap was that? What? No. Change party? Why would I do that? Hey, there's a thing up there that's glowing. I'm going to ignore my quest and go investigate that. Hill fruit coming out my butt.
This might interest you, sir.
Yeah.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile.
What was it? Storm Coast Geological Survey. I need serpent stone and iron. Okay. Hey, serpent stone. Hey, there's bad guys down there. Well, let's go down there and beat some folk up.
Chargers! Stand down! Krim! How'd we do?
5 or 6 wounded, Chief. No dead.
That's what I like to hear. Let the throat cutters finish up, then break out the casks. So, you're with the Inquisition, huh?
I am the Inquisition!
Come on, have a seat. Drinks are coming.
Iron Bull, I presume.
Yeah, the horns usually give it away. I assume you remember Cremisius Aclassi, my lieutenant.
Good to see you again. Throat cutters are done, Chief.
Already? Have them check again. I don't want any of those Tevinter bastards getting away. No offense, Krem.
None taken. At least a bastard knows who his mother was. Puts him one up on you Canary, right?
So, you've seen us fight. We're
Nice.
expensive, but we're worth it. And I'm sure the Inquisition can afford us.
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
Wouldn't cost you anything personally. Unless you want to buy drinks later. Your ambassador, what's her name? Josephine. We'd go through her and get the payments set up. Gold will take care of itself. Don't worry about that. All that matters is we're worth it.
The Chargers seem like an excellent company.
They are, but you're not just getting the boys. You're getting me. You need a frontline bodyguard. I'm your man. Whatever it is. Demons? Dragons? The bigger the better. And there's one other thing. Might be useful. Might piss you off. Ever hear of the Ben Hasra?
No.
I've never heard of it.
It's a Canary order. They handle information, loyalty, security, all of it. Spies, basically. Or, well, we're spies. The Ben Hasrath are concerned about the breach. Magic out of control like that could cause trouble everywhere.
It's a good thing to be
I've been ordered to
concerned
join the
about.
Inquisition, get close to the people in charge, and send reports on what's happening. But I also get reports from Ben Hasrath agents all over Orlais. You sign me on, I'll share them with your people.
All right, you're in.
Excellent. Krem, tell the men to finish drinking on the road. The Chargers just got hired.
What about the casks, Chief? We just opened them up with axes.
Find some way to seal them. You're Tevinter, right? Try Blood Knight. We'll meet you back at 8.
I'm gonna like this guy. Who do I want? Let's see what Sarah's like. Oof. Yeah, you're going two-handed. Nice. Power +1. Whew. Okay. Okay. That driftwood is really cool. The Cune. Blah blah blah, Cune, blah. We're climbing. Yes, sirree. I discovered it. Flag.
Those must be the bandits Harding mentioned.
Ah!
Everyone, look away. I need to find a place to pee.
Could you be more of an embarrassment in what the Inquisitor and I are trying to accomplish?
Everyone look over here. Vivian needs to pee.
Okay, that was funny. I can't get the loot. It's on top of a box. That's annoying.
These must be the missing soldiers.
Someone should pay for this.
Bandit notes. These notes were found near murdered Inquisition soldiers. The paper is not crumpled or torn, as though it were left behind instead of dropped. It's not our place to disagree. They're attempting to set themselves up along the shore, and we have orders. We are the sword, not the hand that wields it. You taught me that. If they're worthy, let them come with the Mercy's crest. The blades of Hessarian will listen. You will only get yourself cast out, or worse.
Our men were murdered by a group called the Blades of Hessarian.
If you're interested, it looks like we can challenge their leader.
Naming themselves after the sword that killed Andraste. Ambitious.
Right. Blades and their challenges. Biggest sword wins.
Looks like the bandits are camped further along the beach.
Meh. Ooh, iron. I need that. Hello, pretties. Yes. Yeah, this doesn't look like a great scenario for me. Fire! I thought I was going to challenge their leader, not just murder all of them. Synergized? Yeah. Come on, just die already. Hey, Velveteen. I guess I did challenge their leader. Now let's loot their camp. Hard in Hightown, Chapter 2, by Varric Tethris. Ooh, can I take that loot? Pointed mail schematic. Man, this is a really boring camp. They have a little garden and archery practice. A stable with no horses in it. Do 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 do.
Nothing to report, sir.
Deep stalker hide. What does that even mean? Crafted. Who the heck is Blackwall? Okay, what am I doing now? Look for signs of the wardens. Get some rest. Yeah. How do I get it? Do I come at it from above? Yes. Need more iron. Hey, Bull. Your iron? No, I don't need elf fruit. Nope, still don't need elf fruit. That's cool. Arn! Sweet. Beware of falling rocks. Good to know. Starting to get the hang of it. Oh, it's great. Hey, that looks like a dwarf.
I sent a box of rabbit raisins to some Lord What's-His-Tits in your name.
That explains the letter of gratitude. They were, by all accounts, delicious.
Ew! Ew! Ew!
You underestimate both the fragility of his holdings and the severity of tribute demanded of him in the past. Perhaps he was grateful it was not a stew made of some lesser cousin.
That's lies, right? Must be lies.
That's not good. Getting all kinds of serpent stone that I don't need. Maybe I'll need more of it later. Man, they really don't want me going that way, do they? Ooh, a path. That doesn't go anywhere. Come on. Apostate's Landing. Ooh, ram meat. Bronze acorn charm. A Grey Warden's journal. Oh goody, there's Darkspawn under the earth. Here.
The wardens were here at some point.
Ooh, campsite. Ooh, down by the beach. Yeah, what are these ruins?
A decent enough place to camp, I suppose.
Yes. +1 power. Doop 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 doo. Gotta find these wardens. I guarantee it. Climb, climb, climb. Ooh. Cotton. Vivian really likes to light things on fire.
Hey, Viv! Vivi! Look at this. I got something for you.
Darling, it's your bottom again. Only and sad as it was the last dozen times you displayed it.
It's my butt.
Maker, however shall I endure this horror? Someone fetch me a fainting couch.
Oh, I love these two. Why do I keep doing that? The Canticle of Transfigurations. Arg. There are too many mountains in this game. We should have called it Mountain Range. Summerstone. What crap is that for? Flag. Ooh. Oh God. Hey, hey, nice. Constellation Bellatanus, the maiden. Seriously, there's just a sword right there. Heck. Fine. Go somewhere else then. I didn't even want to do this anyway. So I'm supposed to be looking for signs of the Wardens. It says there should be one here, but I can't find any hint of it. So I'm gonna go try another one. I'm glad this game makes everything so simple. Also, mountains are awful. They should get rid of all of them. Or at least make paths that are actually, you know, possible to navigate. Because honestly, there's no good reason to break up a region this badly. Spindleweed. I'm sure I'll want some of that for something. Ah, bar. Fire vulnerability. Well, I brought the right lady. I need to get Sarah a ranged weapon of some kind. Maybe I have a ranged weapon of some kind. Ooh. See if I can make it better before I give it to her. Seriously, like, what the heck even is this? Is this a path? And if so, it should be a lot easier to actually maneuver on. Or it shouldn't even look like a path. Burn! Alright, battle axe. Weapon fragments? Run away. Seriously.
Sarah, I had a thought. The next time we run into a line of enemies, I'll pick you up and throw you.
Get off.
No, this could work. I loft you over the front ranks. You land behind them to flank. Mayhem ensues.
I can't fly, you daft tit.
Think of the mayhem, Sarah. Mayhem.
I'd get a wedge up something fierce.
Look, you and Varric are the only ones small enough, and he's pretty dense.
We'll do some bloody presses.
Oh, I love these people. Well, that one seemed to work. Ferelden Medallion of Service. Grey whiskey, right wine, conscription ale. Still no trace of him, though I feel the darkspawn in the ground below. Could he be lurking close to them, perhaps preparing to die with honor? I doubt it, but it is the only lead we have so far. I confess that this seems a fool's errand at times, given how much is at stake. We saw bandits harassing the fishermen, and we intervened. The fishermen thanked us, though I fear the bandits will return again in greater numbers, and we will not always be here to help. Nevertheless, as long as we are here, the fishermen are safe. The dreams continue, as they do every night. They make it hard for us to sleep, but we must persist. Hopefully the others will have found a solution by the time we return. In the meantime, I sing the song of Andruil to myself to clear my mind as best I can. Yeah, I'm definitely getting these out of sequence. Oh, poor Mabari. No, we're done. Oh, did you come back? Have I picked up anything interesting? We searched the area, but found no sign. If he was here, it was some time ago. The fishermen in this area are friendly. Unlike some, they remember how the Grey Wardens fought to save Ferelden in the last blight. Though they had little, they shared some of their catch to give us a better supper than we had tasted in weeks. They even deferred to me once they saw that I commanded the other wardens, and there are a few even in Ferelden who would watch an elf command men without pause. They are friendly folk. After all this land has suffered in the past years, I hope they find some peace.
This belonged to the wardens.
You think? Okay, let's try that one again. The heck is that thing? A Tusket. Bear hide. Walking through the Valley of the Rams. Seriously, what even is this? Ah, great. Well, that's encouraging. I grow more convinced that if he was ever here, he is now long gone. Still, it would not do for us to miss him through laziness, and he was one of our most skilled warriors. If anyone could hide himself here, it would be he. One of the fishermen shows promise with a spear, and has shoulders like an ox from throwing nets all day. He asked about joining the Grey Wardens. Under other circumstances, I would be honored to take a worthy and willing volunteer. Now, my orders did not say whether I should seek new recruits, even with our circumstances. Or because of them, I suppose. It did not hurt his cause that he was easy to look at, and clearly wished to know more about the Dalish. The Darkspawn are louder than I thought at first. The constant whisper at the back of my mind makes it difficult to sense them as easily as I usually do, but they are near the surface. Perhaps bandits are not the worst these people have to face.
The wardens must have moved on.
What do they do when there's not a blight, anyway?
I think they just keep fighting Darkspawn until they die. Yay, Constitution! That helps with hit points, right? Okay, let's go back home to base and... Oof, getting close on power there. Yeah, let's go meet some of these mages. Back at camp. I still need velveteen for that, and deep stalker hide. So in case it's not clear, I am still learning like the crafting and stuff in this game. So, because I don't play it all that much. So elf fruit I want. You know what? Let's try this rift again. Oh my god. Why do I even try?
Nothing to report, sir.
Good. Hey, could you make the fire go away? Enhanced Counter-Strike ring. Seriously, who designed this crap? These, Spindleweed. Don't know what that's for yet, but I'm grabbing it. Hellfruit. So I am going to meet with the mages now and move that part of the storyline along. I guess they're over this mountain over here, which means I am completely at the mercy of the third worst level designers in video games. Isn't the point of an open world game supposed to be that you can actually get somewhere? I don't usually complain this much. Not really sure why I'm doing it right now. Other than I just want to get where I'm going. And not be stuck in a dungeon with a bunch of rabbits. Oh my god. I wonder what I use Onyx for. What? Crystal Grace? I don't even know what that is. So, as best I can tell, this is not the way to get where I'm going. So let's back up and try something else. I'm trying to get over this mountain. And I don't think that's happening. Was there a pass like up here on the left? Well, there's definitely some outlaws to punish. Loot, loot, loot. Nug Totem and Samite. Lady of the Lake, her arm clad in the purest shimmering Samite. Ooh. Oh, you use Whirlwind, don't you? Okay, so there's this pass. Gully of the Burnt Men, it's called. So right now I'm heading toward an astrarium, doing a little connect the dots game. Ooh. What? I was doing a quest? Iron. Discovered which wood? This wood. Disciple Fire Staff. Is that better for Vivienne? It is. There you go, Bull. Stagger a bit more. Nope. Oh, crap.
This area is full of magical energy. The rebel mages cannot be fooled.
Rebel Spellbinder. Loot, loot, loot. Decorative gems. Oh, it's so pretty. Weapon fragments. just reset my... What the crap? Oh, goody. She doesn't have any cold. May have to go back and get Solus. Embrium. Freaking mountains.
I want a constant watch on that damned thing. Sound the alarm at the first sign of demons.
Hey, speaking of demons. Come on, Bull. Back me up here. Oh, hey, there's a rift there. Should probably see to that. Close, close, close the rift. Well, that's a heck of a thing.
What was that?
None of my reports indicated temporal distortions near these rifts. Interesting.
Maker have mercy. It's over. Open the gates.
Yeah, open the gates. Cutscene! Covered
We
in
spread word the
blood.
Inquisition was coming. But you should know that no one here was expecting us.
No one? Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona?
If she was, she hasn't told anyone. We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't yet arrived. He's expected shortly. You can speak with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
Former Grand Enchanter?
Why is this place so weird?
We must speak with Fiona at once.
Why is this place so weird? It's not that weird. Got it. Don't have the goods. Yeah, it's like a...
Outside the city fighting the Templars.
Mother, I had the dream again last night. No, right. That's why.
Could it be another cutscene? Hey, cards. They tell me things. Oh, they'll have opinions. Is.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition.
What did you do?
First Enchanter Vivienne?
My dear Fiona, it's been so long since we last spoke. You look dreadful. Are you sleeping well?
What has brought you to Redcliffe?
We're here because of your invitation back in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
If it wasn't you who invited me here, who was it?
I don't know. Now that you say it, I feel strange. Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
Oh, great.
This right here is why you can't trust mages.
Fiona, dear, your dementia is showing.
As one indenture to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
Very well. Who's in charge now?
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
I'm gonna have to murder this guy a lot.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our Southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining full rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave was destroyed, these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
It was certainly very timely.
What does the Imperium gain from taking rebel mages under its wing?
For the moment, the Southern mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will join our legion.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village. There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
You're quite a long way from Tevinter, Alexius.
Indeed I am, though I have heard you are no Ferelden either. It seems we are both strangers here. Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious, indeed.
Does that mean you'll lend your mages to our cause?
There will have to be. Felix.
My lord, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time.
Of course.
Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
I am the Inquisition.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Wow, aren't we secretive?
We'll be careful, but we need to figure out what's going on here.
We don't need your kind here. Your Inquisition's just Templars by another name.
You'd rather bow to Tevinter than join the Inquisition?
All you Chantry types think the same way. The Imperium is a great evil that must be avoided. It's just because they're ruled by mages. No one wants us to look at them and say their mages are free and the world hasn't ended.
But don't Magisters summon demons and practice human sacrifice?
The Chantry says whatever they think will scare us. What's wrong with blood magic? People don't like the idea of us controlling their thoughts, but they have no problem with us throwing fireballs in their walls. In Tevinter, the mages police themselves. It works.
I'm here because I believe mages deserve their freedom.
Right. And I'm the Empress of Orlais.
Magister Alexius does not approve of those without magic like you and me. You may not wish to stay long. Many villagers have already left to escape his ire.
What does the Magister have against you?
He does not like to be reminded of what mages can become. He says all Tranquil must leave Redcliffe, but who would take us in?
What are Tranquil?
Those like me without the strength of will necessary to protect ourselves from demons. Rather than risk me becoming possessed, the Circle removed my connection to the Fade. My magic is gone, along with my dreams and desires. Those now in Redcliffe prefer not to see us.
How long have Tevinters been here?
Magister Alexius arrived at nightfall, 2 days after we retreated from the Temple of Sacred Ashes. He forced anyone without magic out of the castle, save those he required to serve him. Even the Arl was sent away.
Farewell, then.
One moment. You are a member of the Inquisition, are you not?
I am the Inquisition.
You must require potions. If the Magister will not have me here, perhaps I can offer my services.
Yes.
We would be delighted to have you working for the Inquisition.
Thank you. While one lives, it is good to believe there is still a use for one's talents.
Inquisition, huh? I wish to Holy Andraste you'd gotten here sooner. These Tevinters make my shoulder blades itch.
You're not happy with this new alliance?
Something's not right about that lot. They're not like us. Magic or me, I'd rather count myself among decent folk than stand with magisters.
Who are you?
Name's Talwyn, formerly of the Circle of Magi in Hospital. Lived my whole life there, since I was 10 years old and came into my magic. 3 meals a day, quality education, a roof over my head. If you're not summoning demons, a mage tower's a fine place to be.
How did the Grand Enchanter end up working with Tevinter?
1 minute, we were bracing for the Templars to attack. The next, we had a Magister ally. It was a stroke of luck that's given us an edge. In a way. Out of the frying pan.
Goodbye.
Be careful. The Tevinters likely aren't happy you're asking questions.
Probably not. Read all of the things. Hey, cards. They tell me things.
What do you need?
Many, many things.
We should never have left the circle.
They say Andraste sent you to save the world. If it'll help save lives and bring peace, I'll be the first to believe.
I'm trying. I hope I don't disappoint.
I hope so too.
Are you working for the Mage Rebellion?
Mages are children of the Maker, no less than the rest of us. They struggle no less with questions of faith.
Does that mean you support their freedom?
Given a choice between the Circle and death, most mages willingly gave up some small freedoms for safety. But the pendulum swings, and now it seems any restraint is too much. I think they should have a chance to prove they deserve freedom.
I don't see any other priests in the village. Where is everybody?
The Magister had the others escorted out for their own safety, but I refused. He can throw me out if he wants. Until then, I tend to my flock.
What are your feelings on the mages working with Tevinter?
The Imperium burned on Draste Day. Since then, we have led 4 exalted marches against them. Yet in all those marches, they still acknowledged the Maker. Now I speak of him and the Magisters laugh. Something has happened, and I dread to learn what.
Awesome.
To your duties.
Make us speed you, my child.
Cutscene. Bet there's gonna be a cutscene. Hey, cards. They tell me things. Could it be a cutscene? Yeah, we're gonna have a cutscene. Oh crap!
Good.
Nice mustache.
You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
It's so wet. Sealed it. Okay, who are you, mustache?
Fascinating. How does that work exactly?
Uh...
You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Watch yourself. The pretty ones are always the worst.
Suspicious friends you have here.
Yes.
Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
Are you a magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
Stop talking like you're waiting for applause. Just tell me what's going on.
What? There's no applause? Fine. Look, you must know there's danger.
That was a weird jump cut.
That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you.
Sure.
As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
That sounds
I hope
bad.
that's less dangerous than it sounds.
More.
Manipulating time itself? Many have attempted over the ages, but never once succeeded.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself? Sped
Not
some
really.
things up and slowed others down?
No.
Soon, there will be more like it. And they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable. And it's unraveling the world.
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it. Ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys?
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake, you have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you.
I'm awesome.
I don't know why.
I don't know what the
Because
problem
you
is.
survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
Do you have any suggestions?
You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
Like that mustache. Read all the things. Loot all of the things. Loot. Hey, cards. They tell me things. Prowler. Okay.
I wasn't expecting to find so many Vints here.
I doubt they expected to find Canary here.
I am Sister Tanner. May I help you?
Are you a Chantry sister?
A lay sister only. I work here to help the poor and extend the Maker's kindness to those who need it. It is very busy work, especially in these times, but let me know if I can ever help you.
Farewell.
Walk with the Maker.
From the Inquisition. I didn't think you'd still be here. Were you really
Oh.
looking to ally with us?
Yep.
I want this war to end without sending you back to the Circle.
There has to be a way, right? We're not what they think. All blood mages and abominations. We just want to be normal. Have families. Use our magic to help grow crops or something. We never wanted war. What choice did we have? Stay and be slaves?
There are better ways than war to affect change.
I hope you can do something. Tying ourselves to Tevinter. That can't be the right way to end this.
You don't approve of the Grand Enchanter's decision?
I was there when we voted to leave the Circle. She really seemed to care what we wanted. She was ready to rebel, but she wasn't going to unless it was the will of all mages. It's hard to believe she'd go behind our backs and sell us to the Magisters.
How long has Magister Alexius been here?
A day or two after. After the Conclave, he arrived. Come to save us from the wrath of the Templars, they said. But this doesn't feel like safety.
You seem young to be part of this.
I'm Lisas. I came into my magic when I was 9 years old. Templars came into the alienage and took me to the Circle. They didn't even let me say goodbye. It's not right. I studied hard. I passed my harrowing. I sing the chant. But I'll be locked up for the rest of my life.
Take care of yourself. There's something strange going on.
I never thought the Grand Enchanter would swear to a Magister.
Why are you worried? We're not mages.
Hmm.
Templars are attacking anyone they think might be aiding the rebel mages.
Fiona and the rebels.
Do you think the apostates are responsible for the things we saw? The walking corpses?
They must be. Fiona promised them it would be safe.
Go. In the middle of the war.
Don't be a fool, girl.
We did not flee Redcliffe when the dead walked
Ah,
into our village.
Cinemaga.
We will not flee now.
For the first time in all these years, I fear I will not be visiting your ashes. What world is this? That demons and brigands stop a man from taking flowers to his wife's shrine.
What if I took flowers to your wife's shrine for you?
I do not know what to say, except thank you. I never expected anyone not of the blood to care. My Senna would be grateful. Her shrine lies on a hill to the west, near the Tablestones. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Walk in peace.
I remember the first time the dead walked these lands, when a blood mage poisoned our leman. The ashes of Andrastia herself brought the Jarl back from his enchanted slumber.
Tell me about your people.
They say a spirit dwells in a small lake south of the highway. The girls of the village bring it daisies and ask for love, but rarely does it listen. For 'tis a spirit of valor, not love, and it favors blood lotus flowers.
Should look around.
Would you hate me that much if I were a mage?
Blessings upon the Inquisition.
Claim flag.
Thank them. It's been an honor.
Good day.
Too many people dying for want of simple herbs. My apologies. Can I help you?
Are you running short of healing herbs?
Yes. We've many injured from attacks by those cursed Templars. I need the herbs to treat people's wounds. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
There are refugees at the crossroads who would benefit from a healer.
Of course they would. These attacks by the Templars have endangered countless innocent lives. But if I go to the crossroads to help, I might end up in danger myself. I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife here. Why should I risk mine for them?
Goodbye.
Stay safe out there. May I help you?
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
Yes, these are perfect.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Good day. Good day, Inquisitor.
Okay, I think let's go back to our base. Base. And see what's going on back at home. And then I might wrap up for the night once I see what's going on there. Hey, cards. You tell me things. Man, how do I get that? Loot. Deep stalker hide. Hey, Varric.
Tell Adon. Can I help you with something?
Hey. There it is.
Nice work.
I heard the Templars have withdrawn. Seems odd. The break the chain was cheap.
You built for them the golden city.
I
the
don't know
center
if
of all
Apothecary Adon can get you that many healing
creation.
drafts
And for
with
a
his
time
mother.
you dwelt
If he
among
cannot,
them.
then he must.
Summon that war council.
There's nothing to do with fairness. We simply can't accommodate them if they bring that many servants.
I will speak to the Duchess. She can be reasoned with, after a fashion.
Oh man, this is gonna be tough. Yeah, this is tough.
At your service. Let's see what we have.
Inquisition needs bees. Sarah has scribbled a jar of bees hitting someone in the face. Also a butt.
To work?
Wow.
You built for them the golden city, the center of all creation.
So the artist does live with us, both makers and templars.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
I'm just glad I'm still standing after all that.
I still can't believe you survived Cassandra. You're lucky you were out cold for most of her frothing rage. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
It's pure luck that I escaped.
Good luck or bad? You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
You see that new elf who joined up?
Sarah? She's a feisty one.
So, this is it, huh? Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. Hear that? I meant the stronghold, but it sounded like... Well, it's funny, right? Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
The Templars and the mages, most people pick a side.
Most people are stupid.
But where do you stand on the war?
In the middle, with everyone, not a Trevelyan, or whatever. You know what I hear about mages? Nothing, until one goes all demony. Know what I hear about Templars? Nothing, until they take maybe mages. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
Is there something else you're looking for? Like what's behind all this?
Maybe. I don't know. First things first, right? I help you, march, arrow, kick. Then people stop being stupid, and everything starts to make sense again. Sound good to you, All Chosen Lord Herald?
I think I'll enjoy having you around, Sarah. I hope you'll feel the same.
Not even. Get to work, Herald. I'm gonna go kick someone out of a bed.
And how much did you need?
The chosen of Andraste, a blessed hero sent to save us all.
I've no interest in being a hero. All I want is to find a way to seal this breach.
Pragmatic, but ultimately irrelevant. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in
Well, that's
doubt?
good.
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
I have the power to seal the breach. Upgrade them potions. Need more elf roots. Need more elf roots. Need so many elf roots.
Perhaps another time. You're back. And in one piece.
Farewell.
Loot, loot, loot. Porcelain cameo.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the nation.
Thank you for hurrying with the potions. We have so many injured.
Good day. Or good as it could be with the sky ripped apart.
Until later.
Stay safe.
Can I help you with anything?
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The chief. First time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. He keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee to Vinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
Is it strange to work for a Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. The Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasroth, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
We'll talk later.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Canary learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
You sound like you want to head down there and give the troops some pointers.
Nah, I'm no good at command unless I know who my guys are sleeping with and what they like to drink. Inquisition's already too large for that. The Chargers are big enough for me. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
Then maybe we need one. I'd be willing.
You? Huh. Why you?
Nobody else seems to be stepping forward. And since I can seal rifts, I'm here whether I like it or not. If it proved necessary to have an Inquisitor, I could make a go of it.
For a second there, you sounded like a Canary. My people don't pick leaders from the strongest, or the smartest, or even the most talented. We pick the ones willing to make the hard decisions, and live with the consequences. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't, but it could.
Now that we've got better mounts, if you like, I can show you a few tricks to get more out of them.
Oh, you now.
Fine, forget I said anything. Growling at everyone like those dogs.
No, go ahead. You know?
Another time, then. need something, let me... Good.
Okay.
Maker, look at it. So much easier to ignore when it's far away. And to actually walk out of it, to be that close.
If I hadn't been saved by Inquisition soldiers, I don't know what would have happened.
Inquisition soldiers? That's not what I've heard. The Breach, the Divine's death, the Wardens. It doesn't make sense. There's so much we don't know.
Your experience with the Wardens will certainly be useful.
Mostly the treaties, I expect. Old parchments you're welcome to. What about you? How do you fit into all this?
I just want to help stop the war. Try to put things back in order.
A worthy goal, one I'm happy to support. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers.
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. If you find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
Goodbye.
Right.
Okay, let's go collect the jobs that my people have finished. I've been out here fiddling around with my weapons.
When there was no sky maker, you were the sky. When there was no
I don't understand. Even the Templars have left the Chantry now. What's going to happen?
Ooh, loot. Well, fruit.
I met an elven mage earlier. Solus, I believe he was called. I admit I was surprised. I didn't expect to find mages among the Inquisition. Tell me, why were you at the Divine Conclave?
None of these are answers to what she...
If war is the only solution to injustice, then so be it.
Do you tell that to the victims? that their suffering is all the more meaningful because it is for a great cause, I'm sure that makes everything better. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
I'll try not to let them down.
Failure is a luxury we cannot afford, my dear. For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
Nobody should claim to know the will of the Maker. Not me, and not the Chantry.
Perhaps nobody should. But if no one leads the way, many will be left behind in darkness. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you.
I have to work hard to win her over. Jar of bees!
Master Dennett's horses are a fine addition to our stables. I will see they are well tended.
Yeah, I'm not going to stick around for that.
To work?
Let's see what we have.
Okay, well, I think that's going to be it for now. But I'm just going to try and play this more frequently than I have been, because I think I'm just starting to get the hang of it. But for now, thanks for watching, and